if you had a job where you come to work and people clap for you, it would change your entire mood.
We don't have any plans at the moment to do PC.
Or you can grow a conscience in the next 5 minutes and see where that takes you.
Don't this hit make my people wanna Don't this hit make my people wanna Don't this hit make my people wanna
Watch the series finale of X-Men next Saturday morning. Check your local listing.
What the hell going on?
Oh, we heard tale of a party.
Gangnam Style. Gangnam Style. There can be only one magical Negro.
Come le dije que llama que buena baila usted a la vuelta pa' mí otra vez llegó el negro de...
It won't take long when there's a song to help you set the pace.
Howard Holly from the heart.
This is pathetic.
Where we used to live.
Life could be worse.
This is the worst.
This is the worst.
This is the worst.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime gal.
Ai, menina, vida, chega aí. Ai, menina, vida, chega aí. Vai, quebra, tem mais, vai. Menina, chega aí. Vai, olha, danado. Eita!
And the Disney stock just keeps going down and down and down.
I'm bag of pixie dust. Contraband.
They're going to do the Mary Poppins thing. They're going to do it. They're going to do it.
Yeah.
Magic mirror on the wall. The fairest one of all.
Oh, bitch, you killed Kenny.
Kenny.
You fat hoe.
I get it. I'm not persecuted. I'm just an ass.
Well, hello, everyone, and welcome to my channel. I'm Reina, Creole, and of course, this is the Spice Lounge, where we give you those spicy takes and hot conversation, or is it hot conversation and spicy takes? Either way, we let the opinions and the observations fly on this show because, hey, we are happy pop culture warriors here on this channel, and I'm so glad you guys are able to join me, whether it's live, whether it's on replay. Hey, I'm so glad that you are here with me tonight. We every time I set up this show, I think I won't have something to talk about, and then all of a sudden everything starts coming through here. Then I tell you, we're going to be talking about one of my favorite topics, Starfleet Academy finally getting canceled. Yeah, finally. Okay, I wish they would cancel season 2, but apparently they shot that already. But we're going to talk about that. We're also going to talk about, Stephen Colbert is writing a Lord of the Rings movie. Yeah, I thought it was a really bad joke, just like his bad comedy routine. But yeah, apparently it's true. We're going to talk about that. And of course, we are going to be talking about the trailer that dropped for the Harry Potter HBO film. We're going to talk about that. But we're also going to talk about the controversy, what's going on. Apparently, Paapa Essiedu, who is playing Severus Snape, who is not white. Apparently, he's been getting death threats. So we're going to talk about that. Has fandom lost their collective minds? Who is to blame for that? We're going to talk about that. But first of all, I have to bring someone on the channel. I know I've had you guys to myself. I'm greedy like that. Had you guys to myself for so long, but someone who I've been meaning to have on the channel for quite some time. Give her a huge, huge welcome. Friend to the channel, Teresa, aka Ms. Martin Muses. How are you doing, my dear?
Oh, I'm doing absolutely fantastic. I feel like I've entered an alternate timeline. Everything seemed to go to hell in a handbasket yesterday, and I'm like, okay, let's go. Let's go. It's time for some spice.
It's just like, what next? What? Okay, I guess more of that, more of this, more of what is going on. I want to say it's like when the villain is in the their death throes, and you always know that you're not quite sure if they're done yet. I don't think they're quite done yet. So I don't think Hollywood is done yet. I don't think they've gotten to the end of their gastrointestinal distress, so to speak. That's the only explanation that I can give for it. But I'm so glad to have you on. You're like my book consigliere. Reminds me, hey, I need to read a book. Okay, well, I read some of them, but I got them on Audible and all of that. But yeah, Teresa's channel is absolutely fabulous. You got to check out her channel. So much book stuff, so much Catholic explaining stuff, just all to awesome. Just an awesome channel, and has been rocking with me since, like, I want to say before I even had my channel.
Yeah, I think so. About the same time, I think COVID was when a lot of us really started getting into the whole YouTube, like really going full throttle, because that was all we had. Was YouTube to keep us from going crazy. I think we still went crazy anyways, but yes, for sure. Oh, thank you for that, and thank you for your kind words about my channel. We're having a grand old time. I'll tell you what. It's a good time to be a nerd, and it's a good time to like great literature, because they're destroying so much of it. Everyone wants to get back to the books, and I'm like, okay, let's go, let's do it.
Yeah, back to the source material. And and I'll talk about this again, like in the Harry Potter section. One of the things that I loved about the Harry Potter phenomenon is it got kids reading again, you know, and not just reading just to read, but reading to comprehend, reading to understand, reading to see, how certain characters fit together, world building, all of that good stuff. And to the point where even people my age were reading it, I had to say, don't you dare tell me what happened, or I will cut you. I need to find out for myself. So please do not freaking what me.
Oh yeah, there was actually a fight on a school bus at my local middle school, because some guy spoiled what happened with Snape, because he had just started reading Harry Potter, and the kid punched him, and I'm like, that might be the only fight I am completely on board with that happened on a bus. That guy deserved to get decked.
Yeah, it's like I'll allow it. Yeah, he had it coming.
He had it coming. Yeah, like that, as the song goes,
from Chicago.
Yeah. And Harry Potter was the first time that we actually went to see a book at midnight, like where you lined up, and for the midnight show, if we used to line up for the midnight showing. Star Wars was the one that started that with the Phantom Menace, but this was the first time we do it for books. I remember being there for definitely Half-Blood Prince and the final one, and we were losing our ever-loving minds when the last book was coming out, and we were all in line just waiting. And the second that the book midnight struck, everyone just went zoom, like we just went through the line quietly, like we were a bunch of monks or something, and everyone just went to their cars and you just went home and read all night. I mean, that was a fantastic fun time.
I know. Which one it was. Oh, yeah. I remember the Franklin Institute when I lived in Philly. The Franklin Institute had like Harry Potter sleepover there.
Oh, awesome.
I think it was in the planetarium too, which was really freaking awesome. There were so many great events around the Harry Potter phenomenon. So we're gonna talk about that because not surprised that they've decided to make a series out of it, out of all the books, but proceed with caution. We're going to be talking about it.
Yeah.
We're going to be talking about it. Let's see. So we have got 30 of you folks in here between YouTube and Access. You guys still starting to stumble on in, rolling on in, find a seat, get comfortable. Let's see who we got here. Of course, we have got Charles Ratliff here who says, I smell a juicy smollett. Juicy Smouillet. That's his name. He's the French actor. Juicy Smouillet. That's his name. But there is that one person. Well, we are going to talk about it because not for nothing, but I've seen a lot of people commenting on that aren't exactly Black. So you're gonna get a very interesting perspective. I don't think it's gonna be exactly what you think I'm going to say. And I'm really interested in what Teresa is going to say with some of the points that I bring up because the books are like the Bible.
Yeah.
Just saying. You know, you can make Jesus a woman in a movie if you want to, but don't get mad when we start pointing that stuff out. Just saying.
Exactly.
Hey, Chelsea Chan, good to see you. This is hi, Lorena. Well, hi, good to see you. Pretty face. And we have Fletcher Williams. Hello, my friend. It says spice level today, extra spicy. Oh, yes. The spice must flow. She who controls the spice controls the universe.
Yeah.
Hey, Brian Acosta, good to see you. Good to see you. Chef Nation, hello. It says, good evening, beautiful people. Black Snape into his house. I'm sorry. Not sorry.
I'm glad you know how to pronounce it. I feel like airplane. I don't speak jive or something. It's like, I don't understand.
Stewardess. I speak jive. That is one of the funniest freaking series.
Yeah, and it's Mrs. Cleaver. They're like, hey, Big Mama, or whatever. It's like, and then she's just giving it right back to them. It's they wouldn't be able to make that movie today.
No, well, let's put it this way. They would be able to make it. The people would have to decide if they have the guts to see that.
Yeah.
Right now. Oh, that's why I cannot wait for Scary Movie 6. Oh my God.
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen the trailer for that?
I have not, but I mean, those movies they're so dumb, they're great. I mean, it's just what we need. It's just the medicine for your soul.
It so is. In the trailer, and they're on the train, and they're just like, yeah, we're gonna kill him. She's like, no, they, them. I have they, them pronouns. The funniest freaking thing. I'm like, yeah, I can't wait for that movie to come out. We're gonna be all right. Hey, Soul Assassin, good to see you. One of my amazing mods, along with Erica. How you doing, my dear? Gotta check out her channel, Brood Banter. Erica and Ralph. Gotta check that out tomorrow, I believe 2 p.m. Eastern. Gotta go check that out. And let's see, Double A, yes, is what's up, my beautiful Reina, heart the YouTube queen. Well, thank you so much, my dear. I appreciate that comment. Thank you. God bless you for that. Appreciate it. Let's see. Soul Assassin remembers the midnight releases. Yep, that. And let's see. Hey, Ron, how you doing? Good seeing you. And let's see. Okay, there is Amanda. Hello, lovely Lorena, practically perfect panel, and cheery chat. How is everyone? Well, we're doing great. We're doing fine. I'm hanging out with Teresa. You know how I like to bring in my friends from time to time, and we just we just have fun.
Mhm.
We just have fun, you know. Let's see. Double A, yes. Lorena Creole, I will not watch it. I will wait and hear from you if the series does the adaptation for the books. If they do, and only if they do, I'll watch it. I trust your judgment and the critics. Well, first of all, I appreciate that sentiment very, very, very much. Like I told y'all, I said if I don't like it, I'm not just going to say I don't like it. I will give you bullet points of everything. Again, I don't tell you what to watch, but I will be very, very honest and tell you my bias up front. Because there is some stuff where people are like, I loved it. I'm like, oh, I freaking hated it. I'm just gonna be a hater. I'm gonna be a member of the player haters ball for this particular thing.
Oh yeah.
Oh
yeah,
but
that was
speak-
ridiculous. That stream, because I have read these books, I don't know how many times, and I was still a mess. I was boo-hooing through the whole thing, and I'm just like, this is ridiculous. I've been reading this for like 40 years, and I still can't handle that when they're going up the mountain and Frodo and Sam, and yeah, she was there. It was good, and we were crying. Well, I was crying. I don't know if anyone else was crying, but yeah, it was good stuff. Yeah.
Tolkien, that's some good stuff, man. Especially the audiobooks. I know I'm probably cheating, but girl's busy. So
No, hey, I do a lot of Audible too, especially for history and nonfiction. Definitely, there is no shame. But the audiobooks are really, really good as well.
I freaking love them. Absolutely love them. Well, folks, last week, oh my gosh, first of all, with losing Chuck Norris, and the tough thing about it was on my channel when we were talking about last week, we were like, wait, you mean Chuck Norris put Hawaii in the emergency room, right? That's what you be, and that's like all we were talking about. It's like, oh, he's gonna be fine. He's gonna be fine. He's gonna be fine. And then we found out, that indeed he had passed away. But one of the things that helps to get through all that is just how on point we are with the memes when it comes to Chuck Norris.
Yeah.
So this is from B Mother Prince over on Instagram. Check this out.
Norris died? How? Bruce Lee. I heard he died like 20 years ago. Death too scared to tell. And I heard Death used to have near Chuck Norris experiences.
I heard he counted to infinity.
Whoa.
Twice.
Whoa.
I heard he could speak Braille.
And divide by zero. And won a staring contest.
I'm such a nerd.
Good me. You're killing celebrities like Alan Cumming just named you a traitor. Jesus. Hey, some dude at the gate keeps saying he didn't cheat Death. He beat it fair and square. Now he's roundhouse kicking everyone.
I said, Chuck, how is this my life? Norris?
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that one too. It's like he's at the pearly gates and he's just beating everyone up. Like it's great.
It's just it's so cool. When Chuck Norris arrived at Heaven's Gate, St. Peter showed Chuck his ID.
Yeah. Exactly.
I mean, it's such a it's sad when we lose our heroes, but it kind of reminds me of how when was it Milton Berle? I think when Milton Berle died, I was living out in LA, and apparently his funeral just turned into a complete roast. The whole entire thing, and this just seemed like the absolute same thing. Folks were on point, and I forget which article it was, but yeah, Chuck Norris was aware of of the memes and stuff, and and he just loved it. So yeah, R.I.P. Chuck Norris,
legend, absolute legend.
Yeah, it was just sad, but even better was, he talked about his testimony, about Jesus Christ. So that was just amazing to hear as well. My mom met Chuck Norris during a movie set he was doing in Guatemala in the 80s. He visited my mother at her workplace at a restaurant, took a picture with him, and spoke respectable Spanish. Yeah, his first name is Carlos, actually, which I did not know. But there were a lot of people who anglicized, their names and everything when they got in Hollywood. Hey, Shark Big Billy, good to see you. Good to see you. But yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I've seen. I saw a really funny one where he was talking about he was like petting a tiger. He told the story, and he's like, and the tiger starts to growl, and they say, "Move slowly away," and he goes, and the tiger moved away. And I just thought that was great. He totally embraced the meme, and he told it seriously. It was really cute.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, speaking of awesome news, of course, I am very much looking forward to this movie, Super Mario Galaxy. I have my tickets. I'm going to see it in 3D. I'm going to see it down at Universal. I can't wait. But I found out today Star Fox is going to be in the darn movie.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cute. Well,
yeah. Barrel roll Star Fox.
Okay.
I almost want to say not as bad as the Avengers Doomsday, because I don't really give a dang about that movie. I just hope that, God forgive me for saying it, but it is the truth. I'm hoping that Patrick Stewart and Ian McKellen survive the filming.
Yes, I know.
Okay.
It makes you sound so petty. I know. I feel badly about that too. Like, I'm afraid like certain people are going to die before they can do the roles. It's like, please, we need them. They're treasures.
Yeah, it's just like they need to stay around so they can tell us stories, and so we can enjoy them. We don't need you sucking the life out of them because you got them on a freaking movie set just because you want to drag people out to see your movies. But that one aside, they've been announcing additions to the movie like Yoshi, and they had him out at Epic Universe over Super Nintendo World. The line was freaking insane. If you saw it's on my X feed, I actually took a video where they had Yoshi out. One more that I can't remember exactly who it is that they brought out. Now Star Fox. And yeah, for real, Neon covered this. Actually, if you're not following him on X, make sure you do. Yeah, he's got news about it too.
Do a barrel roll. And I gotta tell you, this movie looks really crowded. Nintendo has announced, it's not April Fool's, so it's legit, but they have announced that Fox McCloud is going to be in the Super Mario Galaxy movie. This is on top of Mario Galaxy having characters from, obviously Mario Galaxy, Super Mario 2, Super Mario World. They're really kind of throwing everything but the kitchen sink at this movie. And now we've got Fox McCloud. So I have to wonder if the next Mario movie isn't actually going to be Smash Brothers, Super Smash Brothers.
I think that it is. I really do think that that it is. The reason why is Zelda, granted it's live action, but they're filming a live action Zelda.
Ooh.
And
yes, I know. I'm looking forward to that.
I can't wait. I can't wait. They're filming that, and it makes complete and total sense that they do a Smash Brothers movie. It's coming. I will put money on it that it's coming. It makes 100% total sense to do a Smash Brothers movie. It's gonna be crazy. If they do Smash Brothers, you can take my money now.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm for it.
Yeah, I am. I'm totally for it. And here's the other thing about these movies, because of course you had the first Super Mario movie that came out. Okay, that movie I paid for 3D because the trailer in 3D, you felt like you were in the darn video game. Okay, I went to go see it. The theater was packed for a 3D showing, and you had families and everybody that was in there. That's why I was not surprised that movie made $1 billion freaking dollars. It was it grabbed the game and said it. Did you see it?
No, I did not, but that sounds amazing. Maybe gosh, I'm missing out.
Just watch, just watching on streaming. But the thing is, the story. That's the thing that gets you, is the actual story. Which is, if you had to nail it down, I would say, I know it sounds like I'm ripping off a Dr. Seuss, but a person's a person, no matter how small, and you're not too small to make a difference. I mean, that's pretty much it.
Yep.
And Jack Black singing Peaches. Gosh, that was the best freaking running joke ever. But yeah, gotta check that out. I can't wait. I can't wait to see who else they put in this movie, and I can't wait to see who's gonna be in the end credits, because there's always that super end credit scene. And I'm not gonna say who it was because you haven't seen the first one yet, but that's usually where they drop stuff. So just saying. I'm gonna go see it April 1st. So I think the day after that, I think, is Spice Lounge. So I will be reviewing it on my channel. So can't wait. It's ridiculous. I bought my tickets like a week ago.
Yeah, I'm looking at it here. Yeah, it's heck, maybe I might catch up. I don't know. It's going to be so busy next week, but that looks like so much fun.
It is a blast. It's even funnier when, I'll call it the big kids, we get the joke. The kids are like, "Why are you laughing so hard?" Like, it's right there. Yes, AA, yes. Illumination Studios, the ones who do Despicable Me, the Minions, which is, they just print money. Those little yellow boogers just print money. That's because Illumination and Chris Meledandri, who runs it, they know their audience. They know families want to go. They want to see something. They don't want to feel like they have to worry about what their kids see. Like, the worst thing that their kids see is, the Minions saying, bottom, or there's a running fart joke, That's like it. But for the most part, you're going to go, you're going to have a good time, and it's a family-oriented movie, which is why this movie's going to make lots.
Yeah. Lots. And it's not rocket science. I think that's why they're successful as well. I mean, it's like, come on, people. It's like, that's what people want to see. People don't want garbage and sermons. I always say, if I want a sermon, I'll go to church,
Yeah, exactly. Shoot. I can't wait. Oh my gosh. Well, one thing you can see that I will say that I thoroughly enjoyed. Have you ever watched Peaky Blinders?
I have not. You see, that's something else I need to get around to. Everyone tells me I should.
Peaky Blinders. If it was a book, I'd read it. But visually, it's stunning. You have these gangsters in like 1920s Birmingham, England, and it is fast. The miniseries will suck you in. Which is why this movie, Peaky Blinders, The Immortal Man, debuts with 25.3 million views in 3 days on Netflix. This is according to Variety. So The Immortal Man is actually the sequel to the miniseries. You have Cillian Murphy, who is freaking absolutely amazing. Oh, hold on 1 second. Somebody's trying to find out where the darn food.
Peaky Blinders, yeah. Well, I love anything that has to do with England stuff, because they seem to be putting out good things and things that I missed even too. So I'll put that on my list to watch.
This miniseries will grab you. And if you're wondering, do you need to see the miniseries before you watch the film? I would say you don't have to, which is a testament to how good it is. When you see it, you're probably going to go back and watch the series to find out just what it is that makes Thomas Shelby who he is.
Oh man.
And why he's the type of character that it seems all of Birmingham revolved around, and when he left, that absence was felt. That vacuum was never filled. And you got the whole thing of generational curses. Of course, he's a gypsy lineage, and things that he sees and things that he's done in his past. And it's about that whole arc of, is there a path to redemption?
Ooh, I like that kind of stuff because it makes you think. I mean, of course, I'm always like, hey, it's never too late. Up until the moment you take your last breath, but you have to make that choice.
You really do. You really do. By order of the epic Peaky Blinders, the movie so damn good. Watched it twice already. It is really good. It is very good. Written by Stephen Knight. There was no way he was going to do a Star Wars movie because he was too busy working on this. What would you rather do? Have a script micromanaged by Kathleen Kennedy?
Oh, yeah.
Or work on the Peaky Blinders, which has made a ton of money for him and Netflix. It's got a cult following. I mean, it's really good. At the crux of it, it's family-ish.
Family. Well, no, I get it. It's probably that. Yeah, I'm just looking it up here. Some things, and you say it's on Netflix.
Yes, it's on Netflix.
Screw my life.
It's like the lost generation, from World War One.
Cool. Oh gosh, I love that stuff. Of course, when you said that, I'm like, dagnabbit, because I canceled my subscription to Netflix. They kept raising the price, and I'm like, oh, fine, whatever, go away, and I'll just watch it at my sister's.
I'm stuck. They know they got me.
Yeah. Oh, I know. I get it. I understand. When they have you. It's like the mafia. But I was able to pull away. But then again, I have my other sources. But maybe I'll look into another way to watch it.
Yeah, we got another way to watch it. It's definitely worth checking out. Check out the movie. I don't know whether you've seen Peaky Blinders series or not. Like, I didn't finish, I think, the last season because I just didn't get a chance to get back to it. And I'm watching the movie. I'm like, oh, damn, that happened? Okay. Wow. I got to go back and find out exactly why that turned out, the way that it does. But yeah, it's really good. The film is really good. I got to go back and watch it again. So yeah, definitely check that out. Cillian Murphy, who,
oh damn,
I really hope they tap to play Voldemort.
Oh yeah, yeah, unless well, when we get to the Harry Potter, we can talk about we can talk about probably what they'll end up doing with Voldemort. But it's got Rebecca Ferguson in it too. Damn, yeah, this is something I need to maybe.
She's awesome. It is definitely good. Definitely good watch. But speaking of good watches, something that's coming up. This is our last, next to last hot topic. John Wick spinoff about blind assassin Kane gearing up production under Donnie Yen's direction. Have you happened to see any of the John Wick films, Teresa?
Oh, hell yes, I have. Oh my gosh. It's a thing in our family. I love them. Absolutely love them. And this is the first time hearing about it because I have not been able to keep up on some of this news. But a blind assassin, hey, let's do it.
Yeah.
Blind representation.
If you've seen John Wick, John Wick 4, which is freaking awesome. This is Kane, the blind assassin, who was actually friends in another lifetime, so to speak, with John Wick. The way that this, and there's always the trope in martial arts films, beware of the blind samurai, because he fights differently. The whole with how he fights, it is freaking incredible. It's absolutely incredible. So to find out that, well, I knew about this a couple of months ago, that there was going to be a John Wick spinoff. Donnie Yen, if you've ever watched the Ip Man movies, Donnie Yen is in that. He does an amazing job. Ip Man is actually the mentor to Bruce Lee.
Ooh.
So that's another reason why you should see those. You should see those films. But yeah, it's coming up. They're working on production. Cannot wait to see this. You know, I'm gonna keep saying, I'm gonna keep you guys up to date about this one, because Chad Stileski, he's got his hands in this. But of course, Chad is also working on the Highlander reboot with Henry Cavill.
Yeah, you talk about something that I have mixed feelings about, because I love Highlander, but you know, I'm like, I really adore Henry Cavill. Yeah, because I wanted to be like, oh, they're gonna ruin it. But we know that Henry Cavill has been burned enough, so maybe he's gonna have enough of his power, his superpowers, to be like, you ain't gonna mess up Highlander. Come on, we want to live forever. Come on, don't do this.
I'm hoping that it's just like, that movie is just, I've been excited about it ever since I heard it was coming, because I loved Highlander. Well, mainly the first movie and the second movie. We don't talk about the one. We don't talk about that. I watched the series, so I'm like, okay.
Oh, you're a braver woman than I am. I only watched the first movie, but oh gosh, you talk about something that makes you cry. I mean, the whole thing with his wife, and it's like, and every year on their anniversary, I'm gonna light a candle for you, and then you see it in the future in New York, and dagnabbit, he's still doing it. It's like, oh man, oh damn, oh wait,
yeah,
oh yeah,
I have to do this.
2 thumbs up.
I always have to show.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sold.
Yeah.
I don't care what they do. I could just stare at this the whole year.
It's like, again, it's like me with Jason Momoa movies. I don't care what the plot is. I'm not going to see it for the plot. I'm brutally honest. I'm not going for the plot. I'm just going to see Jason Momoa. That's why I saw my craft.
Yeah, and have a decently entertaining script, and we're all happy. I mean,
yeah, and it's and it's all good. It's all good. RJ McReady, hello, says, I believe Cavill is being protective of lore, which is why Superman was recast in James Gunn's movie. Yeah, I was still pissed. I'm going to be perpetually pissed off that James Gunn did not. Yeah, something happened, and I was not happy. I was beyond salty that James Gunn didn't bring Henry Cavill back. So that's why I'm like so into this Highlander reboot so hard.
Let's get revenge. Everyone go see this and let them know. Well, they announced it. He announced it on a Instagram or some little video announcing that he was coming back to play Superman. So it was enough that they announced it, and then they pulled the rug.
And then
did that. What something that rhymes with stick.
Exactly.
With an R. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, let's make this happen. Okay, I've just changed my mind about everything. You showed me that picture, and I'm like, okay, all right there you go. Yeah. Oh, and they better have him lighting a candle for his wife, because I just cry every time I try to tell people. I was trying to explain the plot to my mom, and I'm like, and then this and that, and then this, and I'm like, oh, when he loved his wife, and he stayed by her even though she got old. Oh, so good.
Yes, this yeah. All into Cavill with Highlander. So yes, I will definitely keep you all posted. And we'll, anytime I come around pictures of video, yes, I will bring it up on the show because I have to, because I love Cavill like that. Well, 40 of you folks in here, thank you so much between YouTube and X. So glad you're all here. Please make sure you hit that. Please do that. Make sure you hit that like button. Got my special guest, Teresa, aka Miss Martin Muses, and oh Lord, Hollywood Reporter. Divisive, funny. I'm noticing the code words already. Divisive. Star Trek Starfleet Academy canceled after 2 seasons. The Paramount Plus Star Trek show will end after it's already filmed 2nd season.
Yeah. I don't think it was divisive. I think that everyone was completely on the same page on this one. The suck was strong.
I would have to agree with you. I did not hear. Okay, let's put it this way. I've heard a lot of shills say that it's great. This is wonderful. It's great for diversity and inclusion and LGBTQIA plus Skittles Nation, all of that. It's great for all of that. But beyond that little echo chamber, this was routinely panned.
Yeah, it wasn't Star Trek. I mean, that's just what's so ridiculous. I mean, yes, they can have inclusion. They have a gay character. That's all right. I mean, that's the way the world is. But what they did, though, it was well beyond inclusion. And this, the whole premise of it was just silly.
And you're absolutely right. It's like at the crux of Star Trek, to boldly go, strange new worlds, new people, new civilizations, to boldly go where no one has gone before. That was always the directive for Star Trek. And it was hopeful. I mean, yeah, you had some episodes where some crap went down, okay? But eventually it all worked itself out. The whole thing of, with Earthlings, we were all in our own little bubble until we started seeing other civilizations, reevaluating what it is to be human, how to be, I'd say, a citizen of the universe, so to speak. It wasn't always simple, but that was part of Star Trek, learning how to meet in the middle. Or if you couldn't meet in the middle, what did you have to sacrifice or give up?
And I love the way you said it when you articulated it. It was also, it's also always about how to be human and friendship. I mean, the value of friendship more than anything else. There were some romances here and there, but we all can relate to having best friends. And when the original trio, Kirk and Spock and McCoy, I mean, those guys would have gone to hell and back, and they did for each other. And we can definitely relate to that. And you loved them. I mean, I grew up with them, for crying out loud. I was born, after the show was canceled, of course, but it was on reruns.
Same.
And my mom and dad were so into them. And my mom still calls him Jim. She never calls him William Shatner. It's like, oh, did you see Jim went up to space? See, Jim did this. And I'm like, yes, he did. That his name is William Shatner. And Next Generation did a great job with that. Once they found their feet, there was that great episode, The Measure of a Man, with Data, where they were talking about, what makes sentience, what is the right to life. So just so many good things. But this is garbage. This was garbage.
You're right. It's absolute trash, centered around someone who's basically given the choice. Do you want to join the army or do you want to go to jail? I'm like, wait, what? Is that really the premise? And then it's like Dawson's Creek in space. You find, you wind up with this Klingon who's all in their feelings, which
it's not a Klingon.
It's not a Klingon. Okay, Klingons will usually get all in their feelings after they've had a lot to drink and have won several battles and want to hang around and sing songs and stuff like that. Then it's okay to get in your feelings. But I've never seen a Klingon ever get bullied, which is what they put in here. They put him in a dress. Then they had this one instructor who said that she was a Jem'Hadar and a Klingon. How the hell does that work?
I have no idea.
I'm like, Jem'Hadar created in a lab in a like I was telling Teresa backstage. I have no problem understanding how, like, say, a Great Dane and a Chihuahua would have puppies. I can understand. I mean, I get that. It's strange, but I get it. But a Jem'Hadar and a Klingon, you have got to be freaking kidding me. And then she's more of a Klingon than this other guy is. And then you have the other little classmates or whatever that are around and again dropping F-bombs and stuff. It's just like,
no, that's
it makes absolutely no sense. It's like Starfleet is like the best of the best to get there. And it's like they made it into just a complete and total joke and make it about, it's all about, who we are. And they make it like this nice and fluffy thing. It's like, no, it's supposed to be the military academy. It's basically supposed to be Annapolis for Starfleet.
The purpose of the military and training is they actually metaphorically beat out of you any individuality. And you've got to be ready at a moment's notice. When they tell you, hey, go do this, you say, yes, sir, no questions, even if it leads to your death. I mean, you don't fool around. And they're acting like it's just, I don't know, some after school safe space.
You know what? You are 100% right. Do you remember an episode of Next Generation? Because this is what brings it home. Actually, I will challenge you if you had the displeasure or you think that Starfleet Academy is so great, you think it's Trek. There's an episode, and you folks in the chat will probably remember what it is because for some reason I can't recall the name. But it starts out with 4 cadets from Starfleet Academy. They are stationed on the Enterprise. And they have to learn, like, one's a medical officer, one is like security, one is like a navigator. And I forget what the other one was, but they were all, this is great. We're going to be on the Enterprise and all that. But stuff started to go down. They found, a Cardassian. And Beverly tells one medical student, she says, you cannot reveal what I'm about to show you. And she pulls back the blanket, and it's a Cardassian that's there. On a Federation ship. And later on, they all get together, and they're like, oh, so what did you do today? Nothing. What did you do today? Nothing. Because they can't tell each other what's going on. And by the end of that episode, one of them dies.
Yeah, that was
remember that one?
I remember it now. It's Lower Decks. Thank you. It's driving me crazy. Yes. Oh, damn, yeah.
Lower Decks. Go watch that. Go watch that. Not the Rick and Morty style cartoon.
Yeah, that's how you do Star Trek. That's how you do Starfleet in training, and it's not for children.
No, they had to grow up real fast when they realized that they weren't on the Enterprise for a pleasure cruise.
Mm-hmm.
Crap can go down really fast, which is what it did, and the rest of the cadets had to learn that this is for real. Bad things can happen. There's things you can't tell, your friends. The reality is, Starfleet is not a joke. And the Academy is not a joke. And I like how that episode kind of started out a little bit like Starfleet Academy, but not nearly as insufferable. But by the end, and even through that episode and by the end, the way that those cadets, the way that their characters grew, to the point where that gut punch when one of them died in the end,
hell yeah,
I was like, what happened? So yeah, I'm not going to I'm trying to think. No, I'm not going to spoil it. Go back and watch it.
Yeah,
go back and watch it, and let me know in the comments. I will put the next gen episode of Lower Decks up against these 2 seasons. I can't believe this sucker got 2 seasons. I hope season 2 never gets aired. I would totally put them up against each other.
When it says that already filmed second season, it makes me wonder. I haven't watched any of it. If there are not a lot of episodes per season, because it used to be that a season would be 24 episodes, but maybe if I don't know how many episodes are in a season, so maybe they filmed 10 episodes. I mean, sometimes now some shows barely have anything for their seasons. It's ridiculous.
I think it was 8. I only watched 2 because those were the 2 that were on YouTube. And I think they finally pulled those down because the numbers were not good. The show did not break the Nielsen ratings at all. At all. This was an absolute ratings disaster.
Oh gosh, yeah. Okay, it says 10 episodes, so I can see how maybe they just filmed "quote unquote" season 2. But yeah, I mean, if it was any good, people would watch it, because it's so ridiculous when people say things like, "Oh, it's just trolls. It's just people not firebombing, review bombing and stuff." It's like, listen, if something's good, if people want to watch it, if all the lefties, if this is made for a certain little niche, but even there are a lot of people there that would have watched it. They didn't come to watch it either. So their target audience stayed away. That says something, that you are so bad, you can't even get the weirdos to watch you.
Yeah. Old episodes of Queer Eye for the Straight Guy would have been and you know what you're getting into when you watch that. But you're absolutely right. They try to say that, oh, it's the judge who don't like this show, and you don't like diversity, and you don't like inclusion. We don't like crap TV. Okay, especially a streaming service that you pay for.
Darn right.
I mean, you're gonna have a couple of stinkers every now and then, but pretty much there should be a good amount of good stuff to watch 80% of the time. This was not one of them. And I crashed out on my channel when I reviewed the trailer and talk about how crappy this freaking show was. It's an abomination. It's not Trek. I keep Kurtzman away from it. We're not buying it, especially when there's other stuff that's out there. Let's put it this way. Seth MacFarlane gets it better from the Orville. If you've ever watched the Orville.
No, but I've heard about it. Yeah.
I did. I watched the Orville. I freaking loved it. I love the Orville. Star Trek always had inclusion in it. They even had a quote unquote, I don't know if you call it non-binary or trans or whatever, but Jadzia Dax, where the symbiote would switch. Because when Cisco met Jadzia, he was like, "Good to see you, old man." Because the symbiote used to be in a man before. Like, oh, okay, yeah, that's kind of interesting, Hey, Nick.
Yeah. No,
so it's.
Well, there was that one episode on Next Generation where Riker fell in love with a woman from a world where everybody was gay. And she was the outlier because she was straight. She was attracted to men. And it was, really a sad episode. Poor Riker. But, oh, well, he found happiness with Deanna Troi. They were meant to be. They were Imzadi forever. Well, Imzadi does mean kind of forever. But yes, it's redundant. But I was very happy when they finally got together. They were soulmates. But that was a sad episode. I mean, so they had it.
Yeah,
They had it.
it was.
It had intelligent
It
writing back
was.
then. I mean, dag nabbit, DS9. My goodness. Oof.
DS9. I went kicking and screaming watching that because I'm like, it can't be better than Next Gen, and it's just a ripoff of Babylon 5. So how the heck would I even sit and watch it? And then I watched the episode about the Bell riots and got sucked into Deep Space Nine. You know,
Yeah.
it was because the writing was just that good. That's it. If the writing is good, we'll pretty much sit there and watch it. Just like, I may not agree with X, Y, and Z, but dang, that writing was freaking good. Hey, Nita.
Exactly. Okay. Point taken, Sharkbait. Yeah, Bully, he says they weren't gay. There was no sexuality. Okay. You are correct. You are correct. But we all knew it was an analogy. But we all knew it was an analogy for gay and straight because the whole coming out, and they would secretly meet in like bars and stuff. The people that did. But yeah, good point. Thank you for pointing that. Yeah.
Yeah, this show, just no, it's not Star Trek. If it truly was Star Trek, people would have shown up to watch it, and it's not. I mean, Bill Shatner, I love you. I've met you in person, even though you were kind of just like, I was doing Star Trek before you were born. Yes, I do know that. And Kate Mulgrew said that you probably met my mom back in the day, but it's not. You can make new Star Trek, but have it based on the fundamentals that stay Star Trek, no matter if it's original series, whether it's Next Gen, whether it's Deep Space Nine, whether it's Voyager, even though I didn't freaking like Voyager, but that consistency.
Yeah.
And you don't have it here. And for some reason, I want to say they're almost like embarrassed of it, so to speak, which I don't understand. But anyway, yeah, I hope that second season never sees the light of day at all. It's going to be interesting to see if was it Giant Freaking Robot or somebody said they hope that the second season gets the Batgirl movie treatment. Like it never sees the light of day.
Well, you know it must be bad because they prop up these things so much. So to get something like this canceled, for something to be canceled, you know, it's, as you said, as abysmal as it must be. I mean, same thing happened with the Wheel of Prime. I mean, they were trying so hard to make it good, and it's like it got canceled. So I do have a little bit of hope about things like this because this shows that, you know what, we can, if you will, get things canceled by not watching it, obviously. But there is hope out there for humanity. The fact that they saw this and almost universally, we're all, this is trash. This is garbage. And just not watching it, not even hate. People didn't even hate watch it, for crying out loud. I mean, you know, you got to be really bad when people won't hate watch it.
Yeah, that's like what I did with The Acolyte.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
Wait, no. I did.
Took one for the team.
I did. I took one for the team on that one because it was supposedly made for me.
Oh yeah, well, it was supposed to be made for you.
It was supposed to be made for me, so I had to watch that trash.
Oh gosh. Yeah. I haven't watched any new Star Wars since like the first episode of second season Mandalorian. Yeah, because there's no point.
You aren't missing a daggone thing.
I know. I've been able to erase it from my mind, where I literally have psychologically been able to go, there is only the 6 movies and the EU. The rest I just have blocked out, and I'm a happier woman for it.
I don't blame you. I just have to go the MST3K route. Like I'm probably gonna have to with this now.
Oh gosh.
I saw it and I was just like, this is a really bad joke.
Yeah.
Right?
It's like there are no words for this. I mean, I get on so many different levels. It's so ridiculous, but there's another word that starts with R. I mean, and I don't even like to use that word, but oh my gosh, I can't. This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen in my life. And I've seen some dumb stuff.
How would I say it? And I will. You never go full retard. And
yes, there you go. And they went full. Yes.
Y'all went full retard on this because, okay, number one, all right, the Lord of the Rings films, Peter Jackson, that is absolute freaking cinema. You want to know how I know that? Number one, I didn't read the Lord of the Rings books as a kid. I think I read The Hobbit. Okay, I read The Hobbit. I read The Hobbit. I like The Hobbit because, you know, Hobbit, self-contained. The Hobbit cartoon is the GOAT. You know, I love that one. I wasn't really into the fantasy genre, but I had friends who were. So they would just tell me whatever the heck it is that I wanted to know. But they loved Lord of the Rings. When they found out that that it was being made into a trilogy, they were all hype about it. I said, cool, let me know when it comes out, because that means I don't have to read the book, you know?
Oh, we were losing our minds because we knew that we had the technology now with some of the CG stuff to really do it properly. And when we saw the cast, when that first trailer came out, I mean, again, it was insane. I was there like the first showing, you know, right there, and watched it I don't know how many times. And that was back when if you really wanted to watch something, you had to go to the cinema. There we didn't have YouTube and other things, even if one would see clips. It just didn't exist.
Yeah. It's like you're waiting in line. Friends of mine were waiting in line. Some of them even were in cosplay, waiting in line, you know, to go and watch it. So when I went to go see it, I'm like, I can't wait to see. It was, again, absolute cinema. It's one of those things where you had to have it on physical media. I want it in 4K to watch the whole trilogy. That's a good time, okay? Where you just watch all three movies. Beautifully shot, beautifully acted. I mean, just absolutely freaking amazing. It's like, how can you even try to improve on that? And we'll get into the crap that happened with, I guess, Amazon has the rights to some notes that I don't know, they kind of sort of put together, but they didn't have the rights to the movie. Something
they don't have the rights to the Silmarillion or the history of Middle Earth. So in other words, they didn't have the right to the story Tolkien wrote about the Second Age. So there is a story. Tolkien did write it, but they didn't have the rights. But since they had the rights to like the appendices and actually the Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit, they were able to wiggle around with the Tolkien estate because there was a traitor after Christopher Tolkien died. And so they were able to pull out of their butts their own story, the novel Tolkien never wrote. And so it's like, yeah, so we do have the story. And the real story can be found, not that garbage. I mean, you can't even call it fan fiction. It's so terrible. But I think, did someone say the thing? But it's like, hold my beer. It was like, they were like, we know the rings of power suck, but you don't know the meaning of the word suck. We're going to redefine the suck with this. I mean, when you read what they're going to do, it makes no sense. I was trying today on my channel. We're trying to figure out, how can you make a movie out of whatever the hell they're doing? People thought it was April Fool's Day. That's how bad it was. And they thought they were being so cool releasing it on March 25th, you know, the destruction of the Ring Day and everything, and or Tolkien Reading Day. They're like, oh, we've got a surprise. And all of a sudden he's like, Colbert shows up and everyone, it's like a horror movie. It's like, no.
I was literally like this.
Is this an out of season April Fool's joke?
Yeah. Yes.
Because it was bad enough. It's bad enough. Okay, Rings of Power, which I don't know. I guess it was a glutton for punishment. I sat down and okay, the dwarves I love. I do. I like the dwarves. I don't like the dollar store hobbits, the harefoots or whatever the heck they were called,
Harfoot.
perpetually with dirt on, on their face.
Dirty little sociopaths. That's what the the wondering.com called it. It's like, yeah, they were insane. I mean, they were crazy little creeps. And yeah, there was that. And yeah, the dwarves were the only kind of good thing about it, but of course they managed to mess that up too. But
yeah, they did. But it was just like it looks horrible.
Yeah.
I don't care about any of I cared about about the dwarves, but I didn't care about any of those people. I didn't like the elves. I did not like, and this is from a normie who was like, I have friends who were into it. I've watched the Peter Jackson movies. I don't know what the heck that is. But then I find out, so there's a hunt for Gollum. I'm like, why do we need to see that? We know who Gollum is. We know where he came from. Why do we need to see his backstory?
Well, it's not necessarily his backstory. What it is in the middle of the Lord of the Rings, in the Fellowship of the Ring, at the Council of Elrond, they talk about how Gollum had escaped, and then they caught him and brought him back, and then I guess he escaped again. It's like 3 pages in the Fellowship of the Ring, and they're going to try to make a movie out of it. And you're right. And if there's any backstory, well, we already saw the backstory at the beginning of the Return of the King. So
yeah.
How are they going to make a movie out of this? Like, what's going to be the conflict? Like, oh, we must find Gollum. Hey, we found Gollum. The hunt for Gollum. Woo! Let's all go home now. I don't know what they're going to do. I mean, what's the plot going to be of this? I mean,
you're going to make a movie.
Yeah, they're making a whole movie out of 3 pages of content. I mean, I'll probably be doing that on my channel because I have to now.
You can't make a movie from a side quest. I mean, Minecraft was a whole big side quest, but that kind of made sense. But I don't see that. Yeah, I was like, I don't know who that is, but that's not Galadriel.
Yeah, perpetually PMS. That's not Galadriel. And of course, they got rid of her husband. I'm like, where's Celeborn? He's badass too. And she's, scowling all the time. And it's like, ew, but I think I might love Sauron or Sauron, because she had to roll her R's for 1,000 years. It's just absolutely absurd. And it was almost blasphemous what they did with the Rings of Power. They completely did not understand the story. That's how you know that, tell me you don't understand Tolkien without telling me you don't understand Tolkien. And to be honest, I mean, I am not giving Peter Jackson a pass for this garbage, because what were his words? He even said in this announcement, he said, another Tolkien movie. And I'm like, this is not a Tolkien movie. Actually, and to be fair, your movies were not a Tolkien movie. It was an adaptation of it, but it was not a Tolkien movie. So, and they're talking about it being a series and almost like it's a franchise. It's like, it is not. It was like, what the hell is wrong with you?
I don't get it. I guess they're giving him something to do. Here's a bone. Your show got canceled. But apparently for this, coming to us from Deadline, Stephen Colbert set to write the next Lord of the Rings movie after The Hunt for Gollum, based on Fog on the Barrow Downs chapter. So wait a minute. So he decides to take a chapter and make a movie.
Well, technically, it's actually 5 chapters. I don't know why they say that in the headlines, but it's maybe that's going to be the climax. It's going to be chapters 3 through 8, which goes through again those parts in like Farmer Maggot and a little bit of Tom Bombadil and Goldberry and the Bear Whites. But I mean, but again, it's something we don't need. And also, they're going to be featuring, or maybe I'll wait till they read it here. But they're going to be featuring Sam's daughter. Which already was all warning bells. Warning bells. We're gonna have the women in it, the women Hobbit.
Yeah, wham it, wham. Oh gosh, the wham.
The
Well,
Wabbit. The Wabbit. I don't know.
well, apparently this is his dream project, adapting the next
Uh-huh.
Lord of the Rings movie from New Line Cinema and Warner Brothers. So let's see. Tentatively titled Lord of the Rings Shadow of the Past is set to be written by Colbert, Philippa Boyens, and Peter McGee. I have no idea who they are. The trio will join forces with the wizards behind the New Line franchise, Peter Jackson, Fran Walsh, and Boy. How they wrote Peter Jackson into this?
I don't know, but I can tell you that Philippa Boyne, she was one of the writers, screenwriters for the Lord of the Rings trilogy, and Peter McGee is actually Stephen Colbert's son.
Oh.
Which has barely any writing credits, and suddenly he's writing on a big Lord of the Rings movie. It is Nepo baby to the 1,000th degree.
You know, I heard, I could be recalling this wrong, because I think Clownfish TV did a video, and I think the last thing that Peter McGee worked on was Rise of Skywalker.
He contributed to some of it, but even then, it's not even, like, originally I was looking at his IMDb, he's not even credited for this work. So, yeah. But I guess he will be now. Watch them change it. But yes, he did work a little bit on it. So that might mean, being the Nepo baby, probably he got to script doctor a few things. But I mean, it's complete unknown. And I mean, even though I would never touch it with a 10-foot pole, but there's competent screenwriters out there. And they're just sitting there, hello, here I am. But Stephen Colbert's little son is like, Daddy, I want to do this. And we have a theory that he actually paid money. He's like, okay, because why else would they agree to do a big movie like this with Stephen Colbert and his Nepo son? Who are they, and why should they get to the front of the line when it comes to things like Lord of the Rings?
Well, the thing is, Hollywood is very much like a small town. And it is, who you know. It's not necessarily how talented you are. Because like you said, Teresa, there are plenty of talented screenwriters who would give their left arm to write something like this. And who have a passion to actually write well. But what does it come down to? So-and-so who knows so-and-so who's so-and-so's kid. Yeah, we got to let them let them do it instead. That happens more often than not in Hollywood, which is why, you'll get, why certain actors wind up in certain movies all the time, like Pedro Pascal, stuff like that.
Or they're very, very rich. Yeah, they're probably yeah. I know. I mean, it's not fair, but it's also stupid, and this is not going to be anything that he's gonna make him famous for. It's already a joke. I have not seen any positive response to this at all. Not one. I mean, maybe it's someone out there. Maybe there's a few shills out there, but
nothing. I didn't even know what this was. I'd heard about Tom Bombadil.
Yeah.
I've heard about him. But apparently for this one, let's see, Fogs in the Barrow Downs, the 8th chapter of the Fellowship of the Ring, where the hobbits are trapped by a barrow right in an unnatural fog. Movie will be derived from the chapters 3 through 8 of Tolkien's landmark book. So apparently the movie is going to be out. Oh wait, that's The Hunt for Gollum, which I'm definitely not going to freaking see.
No.
I love you, Andy Serkis, but hell no. I'm not going to see that. I am so not interested. But let's see, Shadows of the Past, set 14 years after the passing of Frodo, Sam, Merry, and Pippin set out to retrace the first steps of their adventure. Meanwhile, Sam's daughter Eleanor has discovered a long-buried secret and is determined to uncover why the War of the Ring was nearly lost before it even began.
Yeah. And I'm like, what? Is that a plot? So
wow.
It's like, okay, if this is taken at face value, all it needs to be is, there's a long-buried secret about how the War of the Ring was nearly lost. Okay, but since it was won, who cares? Who cares if it was nearly lost? And if it's a long buried secret, okay, who knows this long buried secret? Where's it even coming from?
You know
And
what
is that a
this
movie?
is? No, you know what it is? It's a short story.
Yeah.
You know, like all by the fire, because you know how hobbits like to eat. Tell me that story about such and such and what happened and whatever. It's something like that. It's not a film.
No.
Which
And
tells me, oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just going to say, and you said, but it's not a film. You cannot make a story about this, and they cannot answer the why. You know, if you're going to write a story, there has to be a why about why is this story important? What is this story? Who is this story? There has to be a beginning, middle, and an end, and who's going to care? That's always something that I always need to ask myself when I'm writing something. Is somebody going to care? Is someone going to go, who cares? And my first thing is, who cares? So Eleanor discovers a secret. Okay, so what's she going to do? Hey, Dad, I discovered a secret. Oh, okay. But, you know, since we won anyways, it doesn't matter, does it? The end of the story.
Exactly. Why? It's like, why? I always say, why should I care?
Mm-hmm.
When I watch a film, why should I care to keep watching?
Mm-hmm.
And you nailed it perfectly. There's no why. There's no why to any of this. Well, I do know the why. Why? I need something to do since my show got canceled, and I need my kid to have something to do. So that's why we're going to write this movie. Now, I will say one of the things about Hollywood press is they will put stuff out there. Doesn't necessarily mean something's going to happen.
That's true.
But they put it out there in the ether to see what kind of traction it gets. And I've seen this roundly mocked.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there's already memes. Yeah.
It's a joke, right? Yeah. It's a freaking joke. It's a joke.
It just doesn't make any sense. And Eleanor, what she's supposed to be doing, she'll be about, if it's 14 years after life. So she's going to be about 15 years old. And at this point, she's in the appendices where it says what she does is she actually goes off and becomes a lady's maid to Queen Arwen. And so that's what she does for a while. And I think that's awesome. Imagine she's get to be a little hobbit lady's maid, and she's beautiful. She's got golden hair, and she's what called Eleanor the Fair. And then she falls in love, and then eventually gets married, and they have all these kids, and they're the keeper of the book, the red book that Frodo wrote that he gave to Sam. So she's just got this cute little story, but they're not going to show that. They're not going to show her being a lady's maid. It's like a girl can't be a lady's maid. No, she's going to be a girl boss.
And I don't think people understand like that type of position to be a lady's maid. You weren't just any run-of-the-mill type of maid. Most likely you were attending nobility or royalty, and you were pretty much running things.
Yeah.
For us,
to the
for
queen. I mean, there's nothing higher that a woman could be could be to be the lady's maid to the queen.
Exactly.
It was just such a great honor. Yeah. She's even closer. I just got it right here. She's a maid of honor to Queen Arwen. So that's like a lady's maid. And she stays there for a year with Arwen. And then, eventually she gets married and to this guy called Fastred. And if they have Fastred, they're going to have Fastred in here. They are. And she's going to be sitting there humiliating him. He's going to be some bumbling idiot hobbit weirdo. God,
I can't. I keep having flashbacks of Willow with the TV. He didn't deserve that made me so angry. That Willow series. You want to talk about character assassination. Yeah. That's exactly what they did to him in the series.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, shows how bad it is that they removed it from
Yes,
Disney
they
Plus.
Thanos snap. That's
Yeah.
you cannot find it. They totally got rid of it. So yeah.
But I think
Again,
that you're oh, sorry.
Oh, no, go ahead. Go ahead, my dear.
I was just gonna say, but I think that you're definitely right when you say that they're putting this out in the ether world, because when you hear them talking about it more, they're say that they've been working on it for 2 years, like bandying it about and all this, and so they're making this announcement. So this has not been given the green light. Like if it would be one thing if they made the announcement. Going to be coming out in 2028, and here's the cast, and here's this, but they don't have anything. So I think that you have a lot of insight, but also the fact that Stephen Colbert obviously doesn't understand anything, because he's saying that he wants this to be faithful to the books and to the movies. It's like, what? It's like, what does it even mean? So what are you adapting? What are you doing? What is your why? And I think they're also underestimating the fact that a lot of people don't like Stephen Colbert.
Yeah, he's yeah, we can pretty much do without him.
Yes.
Oh gosh, he was better when he was on Comedy Central. Well, moving on to our main topic, I'll say our last topic of the night. Of course, coming to us from Variety, Harry Potter drops photos of HBO's Snape, Draco Malfoy, Dumbledore, McGonagall, and more in magical trailer. And I have to show this off, because I already showed Teresa earlier. But if you want to know the kind of stuff that we Potterheads are about and get, yes, this is Hedwig, my shoulder plush that I got from the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. Yes.
Oh my gosh, it's so cute. I want it.
Interactive. If there's movement around, she'll move around. I was at Epic Universe at the Ministry of Magic, and I had this because it's been in my studio for like months. So I go out to the park and I have it. People were freaking out. They're like, "Is that real? Is that real?" And I should apologize to all the parents who were out at Epic Universe because their kids saw this.
Yeah, they wanted it.
They wanted it. One dad came over to me and he's like, "I am really sorry to ask you this, but my kids are they're not going to be. They're going to drive me nuts. Where did you get that?"
Yes.
And I do. I love it to death. You go, the Wizarding World of Harry Potter is full of nothing but pretty much Potterheads and their families. All you do, you drink butterbeer, you use your wand to do stuff with all this. It is one of the most immersive places I've ever been. It's literally like the movies. You ride the Hogwarts Express. It's literally like the darn movie. Diagon Alley, Gringotts, you walk in it, it's literally like the movies. You know, the goblins, they act like they're doing you a favor.
Yeah.
You know, they hardly look at you. You know, they move around, all of that. But it's like little things like this, where it's literally a shut up and take my money kind of place. And I gotta kind of turn her off, or else she's gonna keep her around.
Yeah, I mean, you go to the bathroom and you got Moaning Myrtle in there. There's got Moaning Myrtle sounds.
That cracked me up. I was just like, did y'all hear Moaning Myrtle in the bathroom?
Yeah, and then they have the little frog choir. It's so magical. I mean, they did everything right with this. Everything that they did wrong with the Star Wars version or the not Star Wars version, but
yeah, they
in
did
the candy store. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Oh, Honeydukes. Oh my gosh. Honeydukes is it literally is just like the movies.
Mm-hmm.
You know. And when I found out about the series when it was first announced, I'm like, okay, that will actually be pretty good, because I think the first book that I started reading was Goblet of Fire, because when I saw the movie, there were so many parts that seemed to be missing that didn't quite line up. So I'm like, okay, I can tell that I need to read the books. So that's when I started, okay, audiobooks. But either way, I got them and I'm like, oh, okay, so that's why that didn't seem right, or this seemed out of place, or that seemed out of place. So I'm like, okay, if they do a mini series, if they do a series like a book every, you know, every season, then it's like they can go in there and pull out all those things about the books. Like one of the things that I liked that I found out about the books is that Ron is a lot more heroic and courageous in the books than he seemed to be portrayed on screen. Am I off base with that?
No, you're not. And often a lot of the lines that Hermione has in the movie versions were originally Ron lines. So he actually wasn't an idiot, for example, that he had a lot of insight, and yes, he wasn't a buffoon the way they portrayed him. I mean, well, they were all kind of buffoons. I mean, I do like the way she wrote it. Like, especially Harry and Ron in Goblet of Fire, as they're getting closer to starting to be romantically involved, they really were clueless as hell when it came to girls. I mean, they were dumber than rocks, but it was just so funny. But yeah, they did Ron dirty in it, and there were some other really cool things that, of course, they left out in, for example, the Philosopher's Stone. There was more with the ghosts and nearly headless Nick. I don't think Peeves. We need to have Peeves, for crying out loud.
We need to have Peeves.
Yeah,
you need to have Peeves. If you played Hogwarts Legacy, you know who Peeves is. Peeves is the biggest narc.
Yeah. Yeah, he's crazy. He's an agent of chaos, and we're quite fond of him. But yeah, so the idea is, I guess, okay, but I still believe that the whole thing is ill-conceived. Even after watching the trailer, I'm like, okay. But a little bit of what I felt with this whole Rings of Power and all these others is the why. Now, okay, the why is, all right, we're going to maybe see some things that we didn't get to see in the movies. But does that justify totally redoing it and doing it without the magic? Because you cannot emulate that first movie. And the first time you hear that Hedwig theme, and when he gets those letters, and all of the characters just are so iconic and warm, and they're not even with us anymore, a lot of them.
Yeah.
I just don't think that they're going to be able to catch the magic. Like, it's one thing to say, okay, we're going to be faithful, though no one believes them, to be honest. Already they're starting to say, oh, we're going to add some scenes with Hermione doing this and Draco doing that. I'm like, okay, there we go. They're already adding things to it. And what else are they going to change, or will they have to change? So it's not, in my humble opinion, going to be a magical thing. It's not going to be like the way you felt, for example, when you're writing the Hogwarts Express. This will be like a shadow Hogwarts Express. And I'm saying this obviously before I've seen it. So, I mean, maybe I'll be completely wrong. You'll come back and everyone will point fingers and go, she was wrong, but it's just not there. It's not there. It's like a shadow world. It's like that upside down world. It's upside down Harry Potter. It looks like Harry Potter. It acts like Harry Potter, but is it Harry Potter?
Yeah, I kind of get where you're getting at when you come to it. And in a way, I don't want to say spoiled, but yes, we were, with Chris Columbus's directing with the first movie. Everything from, the establishing shot, where they're on Privet Drive.
Yes.
And the whole mystery of, with Baby and McGonagall kind of like, should we leave them as smuggles? And it's just like, I don't think we can really trust these people. And you're just like, are they really that bad? And then you find out, yes, they really are that bad. They're absolutely freaking horrible people, even though they're his family. But I think because we have those films, we are definitely bias, because you're absolutely right. There's so much magic to that. Like with that, oh my gosh, was it the Prisoner of Azkaban? Oh my gosh, what was the one with the freaking time turner in it?
Yeah, it was Prisoner of Azkaban. Yes.
Prisoner of Azkaban. Okay, that's the one that Alfonso Cuarón directed, which I actually thought he did a better job than Chris Columbus. But he also had the fortune of the first two movies already done before he did this one. So just how they had the time turner and how they kind of wound things back and told the story from a different perspective. I just thought that was really cool. And like what you're talking about with, with the Hogwarts Express, the kids getting on the train, kind of like the first time away from home, Ron basically pulling out an old greasy sandwich out of his pocket, and his pants are obviously too big. We are spoiled because we're looking at this trailer, and the trailer was okay, and I kind of want to show this. So 205K upvotes to 90 downvotes, which I actually think is a pretty healthy split. I want to say that's maybe like 2 to 1, because you do have two things fighting here. There's of course the books, and like you were saying, there's things that they have been talking about, how they want to change things that were in the books. Of course, that throws up a red flag to me, because I'm like, okay, I'm thinking you're just going to go verbatim by the books, but now you want to change stuff, and why? Although I get it that there are certain things that are written that does not translate well to a visual medium, but that doesn't mean that you kind of have to go back and try to ignore what the books say and just say, okay, we're going to go ahead and do our own thing,
or add to it. It's and also when they said they were going to be faithful, to be honest, that to me was a red flag, because I'm like, liar, like Anakin in Revenge of the Sith, liar, because I've heard that. How many times have we heard that and been burned?
That's very true. It's more of how would you put this? I would say that there's never been a film that or television show that will verbatim be the same as the book. I've never run into that. There's some of them that are better than others that try to capture the spirit of the book, but they don't really quite make it. I think they kind of say that, for the book of, is that a word? Book of Wow? They kind of say that. Yeah. And I kind of think in the back of my head, yeah, okay, I'm interested, but let's see how well you do it. Am I going to get that same feeling like when I was watching Goblet of Fire, and I'm just like, there's something that's obviously missing.
Yeah.
It's like, what is it?
Yeah, definitely in the later movies, and they made some poor choices in the later movies as well.
Oh yeah,
and so I do see that as perhaps an opportunity, especially Jenny. The whole Harry and Jenny was just handled so badly in the Half-Blood Prince movie, but
it was.
Yeah, but on the other hand, there was a chemistry about all of that original cast that I just don't think that you can replicate, because we're constantly going to be comparing them. And once again, when I saw the trailer, I felt everything but magic. Everything but magic was there. And you have to have that feeling that you're going into this other world, and it's exciting, and what are you going to discover, and you're going to fight for good. And people have been pointing out that it has, once again, that darkness that seems like every film seems to have, every movie. It's like for crying out loud, just turn up the brights. Yeah, look at this. It's like
pissed me off. Remember, it's almost like I don't mean to cut you off, but one of the things that I remember about the Dursleys' house is just how freaking gauche the house was.
Yeah,
because of colors that didn't belong together and the questionable, choices and all that. But it was a very gaudy kind of
Yes.
house, and you got that texture. I mean, gaudy like oh my
Keeping up with
gosh.
the Joneses, but fake missing it, maybe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And thank you very much, as it says in the first line of the movie. I'm sorry, rather of the book. And this is a whole part of this, especially with the Dursleys. It's very Dickensian. He's very Oliver Twist. He's Oliver Twist, and they're the big bad. They're people that are abusing the orphan. There we go. And unfortunately, this looks a little too much like the original movie too. I mean, look, there it is, and even the house looks similar, but it looks similar, but just dark.
Yeah. And I don't like that darkness at all. It's like the subject matter is already dark, and that was like the brilliance of the original films. You had you can have a dark but vivid color palette, and it's not here. And especially if you've seen the movies before, you're kind of just like, okay, show me something, kind of new. But we're not really seeing anything that's new. I almost want to say it's too safe. I really don't. Okay, this threw me off. Oh, well, it's supposed to be regular school, but still, that just kind of like threw me off a little.
Yeah, some of this was mentioned in the books where he was bullied at school, or the school that he went to, and so I kind of understand what they're doing here. Like, this is actually including some things that were referenced in the book, but still, it's like, okay, so we get to see him bullied at school. All right. But I don't know.
It's really too, how would I say it? I want to say a little. It is a teaser. A little too early to tell. It's like, okay, you see that they're trying to get some things right. Some things are a little kind of off, but it's like, do I get Harry Potter feels? Yes, I kind of do. But I'll put this prediction out there, and this is just me. I think the first few episodes will do very, very well because of the curiosity factor. You see a traffic accident, you're supposed to keep going, but I gotta slow down
exactly.
slow down and watch. So we have to see it just to see what's going on. But if they cannot give us a reason to keep watching, then it's gonna drop off. And I will say this right now, it will have zero to do with the fact that Snape's actor is Black. And it will have everything to do with the fact that the writing is not in line with the books.
Yeah. At the end of the day, people can forgive a Snape and overlook it. They did that with House of the Dragon, and people were able to overlook it, at least season
with Corlys
1.
Velaryon. Yeah,
Corlys Velaryon and all of that, because it was good. So there can be forgiveness, but that's also a little bit the elephant in the room. I think we've all talked about it a million times. The problem with the casting of Snape and who Snape is, and the fact that they didn't race swap other actors. Like, I think it wouldn't have been as big a deal if we'd have had other characters. Heck, make McGonagall Black, make Dumbledore Black, make other people Black, but they made everybody white except Snape. That's the problem. If you want to race swap. But why are you race swapping him and keeping everything else white? That's a concern.
Especially given how Snape, and this is the actor, Paapa Essiedu, which I've never heard of him. Apparently, he's British Nigerian. Never heard of him before at all. I find it, again, I almost want to say it's the same thing that's happened with the Disney movies, where they've race swapped Ariel, where they've ethnically swapped Snow White. And I say
Mhm.
ethnically swapped because if you want to go by classical determinations, Rachel Zegler is white. Okay. Spanish to say Blanco. That's exactly what she is. It's almost like they want to do these, they want to take the one character that not a secondary character like you were saying, like McGonagall, or perhaps perhaps Dumbledore or Professor Flitwick. They won't do that, but they'll take a major character and do that because Snape, he was pale because obviously he didn't get out of the potions room where the potions room, he hardly got out of there because that's all that he did. He had like this sticky, greasy, hair,
dirty
and there was
hair.
dirty hair, and it wasn't the person that you wanted to be around all the time. He just gave you the freaking creeps. J.K. Rowling was
They make him, he's like an animal. I mean, the way he's described, like he goes about like a bat. I mean, and they say, "Hey, that's the one we need to make black." And it's like, "Hey, you guys are sounding racist here." To be honest, if you look at that and you say, "That's the one we want to race swap," not Dumbledore. No, we don't want to rough Dumbledore. We'll leave him alone, but we'll have this guy. And of course, the whole implication that now we know that James and Lily are going to be white. So it's going to change the whole dynamics with the bullying that he receives in the story. And it's just a big mess. I think it's fan bait, to be honest. I mean, because they could have race swapped anyone, or they should have race swapped other people. It's like, commit to it. It's like back when they used to do Jesus Christ Superstar, where they used to make Judas black and Jesus white. It's kind of like that. It's like, okay, all right, you're doing this again. They're doing this with the Night of the Seven Kingdoms too. Like they're making the dirty villain, disgusting villain. They're making him black. They're, when they did Les Miserables, Jean Valjean and all of them were white, but Javert was black. And so it's like, okay, what are you doing here?
The way I kind of look at it with some of those, and maybe because I'm thinking of the theater versions, where that really didn't bother me.
No,
pretty much
different.
All because of theater. But like what you're saying, but when you're talking about a visual medium like this, that's where things change. Now, what I think, and this is just me. I'm gonna bring this up. I'm going to bring up actually a Star Trek story, and I can talk about this because the statute of limitations is definitely passed. Do you all remember Star Trek Deep Space Nine? And I forget which season it was, but all of a sudden Worf showed up on the show.
Oh, hell yeah. It was season 4.
Y'all remember that? They're like, what? Why the heck is he there? And people were trying to figure out, what is Worf doing on Deep Space Nine? Do you know how he wound up on Deep Space Nine?
Dang, I forget. Well, I know he hooked up with Jax, but I don't know. How did he end up?
Well, I will talk about his actor. They had scripts that were written for the regular cast for that season of Deep Space Nine.
Ooh.
Michael Dorn's agent convinced Rick Berman that his client needed to be on the show. Claimed that it was because of ratings. Claimed that they basically needed his star power in order to do it. I think, and this is just, my tinfoil tiara thinking here, like you were saying, any other actor, any other character race swapped in this series, no one wouldn't really blink. Why pick Snape? What I would say, outside of Harry Potter and Voldemort, one of the titular characters, when you find out exactly why he is the way he is and why he wound up doing what he did. And I think the reason why is to make a bigger name for this guy. I mean,
Yeah.
there's nothing about it that makes sense. It's not like, let's put it this way. It's not like they cast Denzel Washington as Severus Snape. You know what I mean? It's not like they cast Idris Elba as Severus Snape, where it's kind of like the thing of, okay, yeah, big star. Okay, fine. All right, fine. We'll just let it pass. I'm going to see what it is that they're doing. But they cast this guy. Why? Granted, I don't grudge anyone a paycheck. But here's the thing. You put this guy in the line of fire now. Granted, he didn't have to accept the job. However, probably like, look, people got to eat. I got to eat. Fine. I'm not judging you for that.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, this guy is in the line of fire. And the way that crazy people are these days, that is a problem.
Yeah.
That's a very, very big problem. So you want to make a name for yourself, fine. But it's like you have to understand you put yourself in a role that is not really made for you.
Yep.
For what you look like. It's not what we've read in the books. It's not what we've seen on the screen. And we'll give it the 80-20 rule here. 80% of the people are just like, that casting makes no sense. Do it if you want to, but we're still going to remind you every single chance that we have that the casting makes zero sense.
Yep. And here's the thing. It was almost like right on schedule that he got death threats. Okay, maybe he did. I looked at the articles and stuff. It was comments on Instagram. Now, we've been there. We've done that. It started with remember what's her name from Star Wars? Rose Tico was bullied off of social media, and they could never really say where was this bullying happening because everyone's like, "Where is it? Show us!" And then they found some random thing from some random someone, and it's like, okay, you guys have planned this. I mean, it was like they already written the script, and I'm saying to myself, okay, I would be very interested to find out, like this Instagram comment that he talks about. I would be very interested if it would be like X. You know how on X you now can see where they come from? It's like, is it a comment from some place, you know, like India or Africa or stuff where people just are bots and they're just paid to go around and do that or doing things to do engagement? I mean, hell, you can't take it seriously. I mean, maybe there are some crazy people that really want to kill him, but most people know, oh, for crying out loud, it's an actor. No one wants to do that. But I believe it was that he did say it was an Instagram comment. It's like imagine you're on an Instagram comment and they're telling you to go kill yourself. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Yeah. But that's the headlines. And they do that. It's the studios almost want to do it. It's like some sort of weird negative publicity thing. I mean, and again, I don't want to downplay. I hate jackasses on the internet, but who is doing this? Because first of all, if there's a death threat, you can find them. You know what I mean? FBI will get involved in all that. Why do we never hear, okay, who got caught? Who got arrested? It's always, I got death threats.
And that's the thing. Because anytime that I would see this, and I'm going to validate what you're saying, it is orchestrated. Because if you're on X, because one of the things I do, because I have like all the Hollywood rags that I follow on X, when you start to see certain stories repeated, and then you start to see repeated posts for the same freaking thing, IGN, I'm looking at you. Variety, I'm looking at you. Discussing Film, I'm looking at you. You're seeing the same thing posted verbatim. And it's not like one and done, or maybe in case you missed it and done. It's repeatedly put out there. Now, do people get death threats? Yeah, they probably do. They could be from real people. They could be from bots. So it's like, I agree with you. It's like, I'm not saying that it didn't happen. And it doesn't take a lot of time to basically empathize with the emotional argument by saying, yeah, that sucks because there's really asshole people out there. I'm sorry if that happened, to you. But at the same time, where's the receipts?
Mm-hmm.
Where's the receipts? You make a very serious charge. This is why I don't like throwing the term racist out there a lot, because people have just lowered how ugly of a term that is, and they'll throw it out at anybody without any proof. So it's like, I can call you a bigot without proof. I mean, the standard of proof on that is pretty low. But to call somebody, racist, that's different. And when you're trying to say, oh, it's somebody on Instagram, and it could be anybody, it could be a bot, it could be whatever, but we're not seeing any receipts. And if I go back even further, I don't think I've ever heard the likes of Denzel Washington saying he's got death threats. I've never heard, Lawrence Fishburne say anything about that. I've never heard, like, say, Sidney Poitier say anything, about that. You're always going to have a percentage of a-holes that are out there. The problem that happens is that when you call stuff like this out, like we're saying, it's like, look, you're casting some Nigerian dude to play Snape. It doesn't work. He doesn't look anything like Alan Rickman. He doesn't look like anything that's been described in the books. Pointing that out is not racist at all. You will have a percentage of people who do want to behave in a racist manner and who will hide behind that to cover up who they are and how they are. We cannot control that, but you also can't ignore that 20% that's out there. 20% of the assholes are responsible for 80% of problems. Yeah, that's how that works. If you've never heard of the Pareto rule, that's pretty much what it is. So I think, again, what Hollywood is trying to do, because of all of these coordinated articles that are out there, they're trying to make fetch happen, and y'all really need to stop.
Yeah, they're the ones stoking this stuff, and it's, as you say, it's coordinated, and it is true. Memos do go out. They are told, okay, here's the story, here's what we're doing, and we've seen it over and over and over and over again. And that's why fan bait is a thing now as a term. It's fan bait every time it happens. And yeah, you're gonna have people making fun of it, but I've seen people of all races making fun of it, and I've seen some brutal ones coming from other black people making fun of it. And it's like, listen, this comes with it, and if you're gonna do it, don't whine, embrace it, whatever. But yeah, this racism and my death threats, because it's been such a cry wolf situation, it's absurd. And they're saying, oh, now we have to have all the security on set. They already had security on set, crying out loud.
Because you got crazy ass fans. And then as the kids get older,
they're gonna have to bodyguard your whole life. Yeah, it's a thing. So, but they're trying to make it, this. And again, trace it back. Who is it? Show me who it is, and show me what you all did about it. Because it is true that if you get some kind of threat on any social media, you can, and you will. I've seen it happen. People follow up and get their asses arrested. I mean, it's a crime to do that. But it's like, you guys are so powerful. You have all this money, and you're going to sit there and say, oh, I got my death threats on the set. It's almost like they're told that, because I remember one of the chicks from the Star Wars, the Obi-Wan Kenobi one, before it even came out, she said, oh, they told me to be prepared for the race.
Yes, the one who Moses, because remember they had oh my gosh, I'm blanking on who it is, but they were kind of all making hostage videos about how they loved Moses Ingram, and like that, then you're not a Star Wars fan. It's just like, look, you just need to shut up and actually record the show. Honestly, that's what you need to do. We don't need you to tell us who who's a good fan and who's not, a proper fan. We're calling balls and strikes as we see them.
Mm-hmm.
But you have certain people out there who will give it a racial a racial angle instead and say, well, if you don't like her because, her, because she just happens to be black or whatever. I'm like, I don't freaking care. It's like the show sucks. Maybe what you need to start doing again is just shut up and film.
Yeah.
Shut up and act.
Shut up and act, and quit trying to shame us into it. Because the more they try to shame us into it, I mean, the more I get a little hardened to it. It's like just shut up. I know for a fact that some actors, they actually don't even run their own social media. There was an actress that was once upon a time. She did say this publicly, so I feel okay saying this. That her PA was the one that would check the her Twitter, and then she said that sometimes if there was something like really nice somebody had said, she would say, "Hey, look at this." That was all that she would see, and she had her PA take care of it, and then she would sometimes answer. It's like, "Oh, thank you for saying that really nice thing." And her husband did something similar. They did what I call one-way streaming, and it's like, yeah, so get someone else to run your social media then if you can't handle it. If you and like, I don't know, in this article, they probably don't say, okay, and this person was arrested or something. And it's like,
no, they don't. They don't.
Yeah.
They just, it's like, oh, we just heard that, we have to get security because they heard, they might have gotten death threats. It's nothing substantiated. I mean, anybody can say, hey, I got a death threat on Instagram. Okay, well, sorry to hear about that. How you gonna handle that? But it's to the point where it's literally overshadowed the rest of the cast, and this is why it's very easy to see that this is yet again the Hollywood engine trying to shame you into accepting a casting that we rightfully question, rather than do what House of the Dragon did, which was a lot smarter. They just shut up and filmed the show.
Damn right they did. Yeah, you never heard once. You never heard the actor who plays Corlys Valerian going, oh, I'm in a movie and I got death threats.
He said some people may not like the fact that, he's a black guy playing a character, but it's like, George R.R. Martin said he was cool with it. So, you're just going to have to see how it pans out. And that's perfect because it's not, fan blaming, at all. And they just shut up and did the freaking show. So basically that's what you guys need to do. You need to shut up and make the show as amazing as you can, because if you can't hold audiences past those, I would say 3 episodes, you're going to see the stuff about, oh, well, people don't want to watch it because they're racist. They don't this, that, and the other. That's exactly what's going to happen, because we've seen this movie before.
We know this before. Yeah. And I know it makes it seem like you're insensitive. It's like, I'm not insensitive, but I've had enough cry wolf, and I know enough about the way behind the scenes stuff too. And I know you do as well, but that a lot of things that actors actually say, it is not them saying it. There is a PR team that says, okay, you're going to go on Colbert tonight, or you're going to go on this show, and this is what you're going to say. You're going to do this at Comic-Con. That's why when you see certain actors, they seem to say the same things over and over again. It's because those are from the PR. Now, I think the PR team from House of the Dragon decided, nope, you're not going to go out and say that. You're going to go out and say this. So often it's not even the actors. It's not even them speaking. And the publicist is king. You can't go against what the publicist does for the show. When you're an actor, you do not have a lot of autonomy unless maybe you're like a huge star. But for the most part, it is, yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. You do what your agent tells you to do. You do what the publicist says to do. And that's part of your job. And in many cases, sometimes they're even acting in these interviews.
Exactly. Exactly. Very well said. Bonzo says tough crowd, unalive threats can't even get any sympathy. Oh, we've definitely given sympathy. Maybe you just walked in. But yeah.
It's the boy that cried wolf aspect of it that we don't
Yeah.
have sympathy for.
Yeah. It's just like receipts or it didn't happen. Or it's like you were saying with the publicist. Yes, we've had some credible threats and they're being handled. End of story.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that's all that you have to do. That's all that you have to say. You do not have to go into detail. Acknowledge, yes, there's proof of that. And that's it. But unfortunately, they're milking this. And it backfires really bad, on the actor when this happens. So there's definitely sympathy. Like I said, this is why I don't like, and I kind of want to bring that, not picking on you, Nikki, but I have seen this. Like, I hate that we was Kangs meme.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's one of the freaking most bigoted things that I've ever seen out there. And you all know who you are, who do it. And you think that you're being cool and you think that you're being funny and you think that you're, owning the wokies or whatever. But it really makes you look like a clueless bigot. It really does.
Yeah. And it's very frustrating to me because how long have we been saying, no, we're not like this, no, that. And then boom, you go and do it. And you know why? Because Elon Musk monetized X and that ruined everything because they're going to go viral with that stuff. You're not going to go viral you'll go viral if you make these kind of memes, and they are racist. I'll just throw it out there. I'll use the word. That's racist as hell. And I don't like it, but you can't stop it.
Yeah. It's an absolute mess, and I've seen some of the stuff out there. Now, granted, I did like the one with the Huggy Bear meme. That was like a little different. I do wish they had one that's out there that had like the the afro and everything. There's stuff that's good natured, but that stuff, no, that turns you into exactly the people that you say that you're against. So when you want people to have sympathy for you. When you say that, oh, they're blackwashing characters, they're race swapping characters, you want people to have sympathy for you when that happens. Don't drop stuff like the We Was Kangs crap. And I know you're not. That's why I said, Nikki, I'm not picking on you. You just happen to bring something up. So no. It's more of like you brought it up and I wanted to talk about it, but I'm not accusing you of anything. So don't go after my boy here, because then you'll have to answer, the answer to me.
Yeah.
But that's exactly what it is. You cannot want people to understand, well, for example, oh, it's like they're getting rid of gingers. Like, one of the things that I did like about the casting in the show is that, oh my God, Ron is actually a freaking ginger.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, the ginger side is done. It's over.
I'm like, he's an actual ginger for real. But when you want people to sympathize with you, when they're just like, you know what, they keep race swapping characters. Okay, you can't ask for that and then turn around and do the We Was Kangs nonsense and think that's funny. It's like, okay, if you're going to go ahead and do that, then the next time you say, oh, well, they, race swapped another character. Well, that's the kind of response that you're going to get. So I know there's a lot of people who are making a lot of clicks about, the race swapping again of, Snape. I don't like it. I've been talking about it for the longest time. I don't like it. I don't like people getting accused of being racist because we rightfully point that stuff out. But at the same time, don't use it for a cover to be a bigot either. Again, like I said, this show hinges on the writing.
Yep.
Not necessarily with Snape's casting. If the writing is ass, then that's what they're going to blame it on.
Yeah, they're setting it up, actually. They're giving themselves a safety net for it. That's why they do it. So if it fails, it's because it was racist. Now, I'll bet you $1 million if it's successful, we're never going to hear about racist threats against Snape ever again. They're
No.
not going to do that. Yeah.
No, we're never going to hear that.
Mm-mm.
We're never going to hear that. So we shall see. Like I said, I'm going to watch the show. I'm going to fall on that grenade. But you also know that I'm going to be 100% honest with you guys, as someone who's, well, okay, Audible. All right. Yeah, I did. Although I do have some of the books. I do. I have printed version. Between, the books, seeing how kids got, sucked in a good way into learning how to be, good readers, going to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, and just how amazing it is to see what you've only read about in the books or seen in the movies, and you're actually there. And just completely, totally immersed in it. I like in Battle of the Ministry, it freaked me out that I could actually use flu powder, go through one of the flus, and
yes,
you're in the Ministry of Magic. Absolutely amazing. It's just, it's just wonderful. So it's like I hope that they can pull this off. HBO has the money to pull it off.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Yeah, we'll have to see. And I guess I want to also make one more point. The way security actually works, when there are real threats and things that are credible, they actually don't like to publicize it because they don't want to advertise that certain tactics work. And that's also why I'm skeptical of this kind of thing. It's like you keep it quiet, you keep it internal. Very similar to the way it works on Twitter, and I'm not trying to make a trite comparison, but I promise you, if someone's trying to mess with you on Twitter and you ignore them, they will go away. I mean, people have tried for years. And I've ran a really huge account, as with running Once Upon a Fan, and I promise you, ignore them, because what they want is they want to know that they've gotten to you.
Mute is a wonderful thing. I'm just saying. It's a
mute. Yeah, absolutely mute. And if necessary, block. But it's very rare that I block, because sometimes blocking will show them that they've gotten to you.
Yeah. Sometimes that's like the nuclear option. And it's interesting because Bonzo was just about to say this, and then BR Guys followed up. Yeah, it's not easy. It is not easy. One of the things that I have to thank one of my English teachers, because back in the day, I guess it was not controversial, but we would, if there was a film or a miniseries that was made out of a book, we would read the book first, then we would watch it in class, and then we had to actually talk about the differences between the two and the challenges of each medium. So it's not as simple as, just take the stuff out of just write like the book. Well, you got internal dialogues in the book. How are you going to do that in a visual medium to keep people's attention? It's not the same. It's difficult. That's why you have screenplays and adaptations that are made from books. It's not as easy as it seems. Very easy to do it with an audiobook, but not necessarily in a visual medium. Great advice. Block and mute is great. Ignore the people trying to get a reaction from you. Yeah, there's people who have been screaming into the mute ether for years on my X feed, and I don't think they know that, but it's okay. It's okay. Any last? I'll leave the last word with you, Teresa, on this one for the HBO series. What are I'll let you prognosticate. What do you think is going to happen?
I think it'll probably be mildly successful because they have already committed and spent the money to do the full thing. They've all signed on for it, and there's almost no way that they're going to cancel it with the amount of investment they have done. That's just all there is to it. So it might be mildly successful, but it could be, for example, like Rings of Power, where it just gets embarrassing, where they have to keep going because they made the commitment. I believe that this series, everything I've seen so far, it's going to be at best mediocre. That is my opinion. And I always encourage people, what can you do when you're facing something like this? First of all, this cannot ruin Harry Potter. Nothing can ruin Harry Potter. We have the stories, and just don't watch if you want it. Like the same way people are saying, oh, this new stupid movie that Stephen Colbert done is going to ruin Tolkien. It can't ruin Tolkien. First of all, he's dead. He's fine. But also, his legacy was already there. His greatness was the novels. And at the end of the day, the greatness of Harry Potter is in the books. That's where the magic is, and that's where the magic will always stay. And secondarily, we have the movies. So don't let the bastards get you down. Don't let this, if you feel like it's stupid, if you feel like it's too dark, if you don't like it, I hate to use this line, but there is truth to it. If you don't like, don't watch.
That's absolutely true. If you don't like it, don't watch it. You don't owe anybody an explanation why you're not watching it, which is why I never tell you what you should and should not watch on my channel. I just say, this is my opinion. This is my panel's opinion. This is out here. If you want to go and watch it, I'm just going to give you a little bit of advice before you do. But to be intellectually honest, when I have to talk about this, I do have to sit and watch it. And the fact that I have to go through that pain, especially if something sucks, that's to prevent you guys from having to go through. Should you want to? Now, if you want to, I'll just, I'll warn you about it. But in order to enter that discourse as a critic, where the question is, well, did you watch it? Kind of have to. That's, that's the price of admission to join that particular conversation. Yeah. So it's just like, it's like, again, it's just like Teresa was saying, the movies and the books cannot be ruined. You don't want to watch it, don't watch it. You don't owe anybody an explanation as for why you are not watching it. Y'all can go through the pain of watching me watch it and watching me crash out about various things. It's what I do. It's a life of a critic. And I would rather do that to spare, a bunch of other people. And I know y'all love watching how I react to stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. And at the end of the day, if you decide to watch it and give it the clicks and everything, you're not going to make a difference whether it fails or it doesn't. We don't have that kind of power. I think that when Solo failed, people thought they had that power, and it's like, no, Solo failed because it sucked. It didn't fail because how many people on the internet in our circle, we don't have that power. So that's why I will never judge anybody that goes and watches something or pays money towards something. You're not making a difference. It's fine. Go with a clear conscience, everybody. I mean, for crying out loud,
Exactly.
No one needs the nerdquisition. All right. No one expects it. No one needs it. No one wants it.
I like how you put that, the nerdquisition. Oh, y'all like that? Yeah. My face. After like I drank while watching it, didn't I? I think I had wine when I was drinking that.
Well, hey,
Ironheart.
Things like that are better with wine. Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, it kind of was actually. I needed that to get through that. Well, folks, to end the stream, because you know I love to end it on something that's funny. I did not go to MegaCon this year, but dang it, this is something that I would do.
Kryptonians would beat the shit out of Bill Tremont. You know what you do back, Lady Sith and Jane. James
What?
beat the shit out of Luke Skywalker.
Oh, what?
You don't want to piss someone nerves, but sometimes you have to make your own entertainment.
I was gonna say, what the hell? I just don't even know. I just can't. Hey, part of me is like, dude, be careful because I'm in a really bad mood right now. So if I was at a con, I don't know how well I would react to that. I went to an HOA meeting the other night, and I never knew that I still had the rage and the anger and the spirit of hatred. So you never know what you're going to stir up. Someone might be having a bad day. Someone might have just come from an HOA meeting. Oh, I'd love to see that. Oh man. I hate to know. You might get a curse put up on you. I don't know. I don't believe in those, but I had someone once offer to buy one for me, and I'm like, I don't know. No, don't do that.
It could be worse. It could have been at an anime convention.
Oh, dang. Oh, gosh. I wouldn't step foot in one of those. Talking about security threats.
Yeah. Some of those, they get intense for real. But folks, yes, another show has come to an end. Thank you all so much for being here. And I especially want to thank my special guest, Teresa, aka
Oh no. You could just carry around deodorant and spray it at people, I guess.
Just spray people with Nate. Oh my gosh, I know exactly what you're talking
Or go around with incense like they do at church and just swing it as you walk through the hallway.
Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, I mean, you thought the gamer smelled. Anyway, Teresa, where can people find you?
Well, you can find me here on Miss Martin Music, where I talk, where everything is awesome, unless it's not. Where I talk about what makes me laugh, makes me cry, makes me happy, makes me sad, or just really, really ticks me off. Got some streams coming up. We're continuing with the Cowboy Campfire, where we talk about westerns, and the next one's going to be The Searchers with the John Wayne movie. I've never seen it, so first time watch. I'm going to be continuing with my Lord of the Rings content. I'm going to be going through, as I said, some of the chapters that they mentioned for this weird movie. Wuthering Heights, I'm continuing reviewing that, as well as anything else that catches my eye. I do have a new channel. I've separated my Catholic content into a separate channel, and I am well past 1,000, so I'm just looking for watch hours. So if that's something that you might be interested in, go ahead and please maybe give me a subscribe and a look at it, and maybe I got some playlists. I'll just put it like that. But I just, the world is just a crazy place, and we just need to have fun. We need to laugh. Maybe don't take things too seriously. The way my mom always says, don't worry about something until you got something to worry about. So keep it awesome and keep it fun, and don't let the bastards get you down.
Yeah, exactly. Better words could not have been said. So folks, please do go check out Teresa's channel. Can my mods drop her channel in the chat? I should have it in the description. If I don't, I will up the description box after stream and put it there. As for your girl, let's see, I'll have to say what day it is. It is Thursday. Okay, so Saturday, I'm actually going to be streaming on my gaming channel at 10 a.m. There's a new gotcha drop with story lore that I got to pull for. So I'm going to be doing that for Love and Deep Space over my gaming channel. And then at 8 p.m. on this channel, we're having a watch party for the Transformers, the movie.
Oh, cool.
We're gonna be watching that. I'm gonna try not to cry. But we're gonna be watching that on a Saturday, and then Sunday at 8 p.m. Welcome to Florida show. Crazy ass Florida man stories. If we got a body cam video, we're gonna be showing it. So make sure you drop over there. We just love having fun talking about the second craziest state in the union. So once again, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. Sure to appreciate you hanging out with us here on the show. We hope we made you laugh, made you think, made you scratch your head. The fact, of course, that you're here, and you guys watching this on the replay, thank you so much for watching this on the replay. Take care, everyone. Be blessed, and we will see you all next time. Bye.
Bye.
All right, everyone. Let's tidy things up.
Autobots, start your engines!
Not under the rug.
We'll keep singing without fail, otherwise we'd spoil it.
Ready, Prime. Let's roll.
Hosing down the garbage pail and scrubbing up the toilet.
That's all, folks.
You're still here. It's over. Go home.